So today is day 25.26. In today's vlog, basically I would want to tell why being weak is a threat in today's world to your own existence. Maybe I didn't believe that at some point of time in my life, but initially it was not like that. But as you get picked on for being the quiet one, then people blame you because they can manage. Time you start developing like this issues and you start to become hardened more and more sensitive. I don't think it's bad to be hardened because the world is good but also very cruel at the same time. So I will start by taking the example of bullying. So what we understand by bullying is basically that a person who considers them to be stronger than the other person, he takes advantage of the weaker person, tries to trouble them because it decreases the self-worth of the other person. It makes the other person feel scared, and when a person realizes that a person is scared of them, they feel more powerful. So the bully, he feels more stronger than the weaker person, and he feels that he can pick on that person anytime. But bullying has negative impacts on the person who is being bullied, and we all know that. But it still happens in today's day and time. When it is a kid who is doing it in school, at least now there are regulations and it is handled. But when you're in like higher education institutes, that's when you're like on your own because you're naturally an adult. Cases of ragging are very common, but strict rules are there in various countries which prohibit it from happening on campus. But what if bullying or ragging, it doesn't take place while you're on campus? What about when it occurs in your own homes, or maybe like in your own hostels, or like when you're like staying around them in different places? What do you do then? Because at that point of time you don't have a family around. If they are within the country, they might be able to do something about it. But what if they're not? You stay like miles away. The only thing they can do is like call the other person, like who they want to reach out to and tell about it. But we are not going to be able to actually do something about it. If it's a one-time thing, maybe we can like talk about it. But if it keeps happening again and again, it is really going to affect the mental health of the person who is being bullied. At that point in time, if it's someone you really care about, I think you can just be supportive enough. But the more the person being bullied allows themselves to be bullied and they really don't have the means by which they can stop it, I think it's better that they should get stronger themselves. Talk it out if they can solve it in words. But if it doesn't, I think it's better to give them a taste of their own medicine. I know we have been taught like many times, like if one hits you, don't hit back. But in today's real world, I don't think that it is going to suffice you anymore. If someone hits you back and they don't understand even after multiple times, I think the best answer is you give them a taste of your own medicine. That is, hit them back. If they punch you once, you hit them twice. And hit them harder because they should understand that it hurts and they will never like do it again. Another thing is, don't do it like when you're like in a place where you're alone, because they can form cases that they can say that you hit them out of anger or out of rage and not because that they were doing something inherently wrong. So to handle that, I would say try to like do it in a place when they're actually doing it, whether if they do it in public, not like outside institution or like outside campus. Like if they do it at that time, hit them there. If they do something like that, you hit them there, so that you have eyewitnesses. And when you do it in public, they would rather be ashamed of not doing it, repeating it again. Many people stay quiet because they don't really have an option. Since they're far away from their parents, they're also scared because even the cost of living, there are many other factors that you keep into mind, which basically stops you from doing anything major. Because if you try to get out of the environment completely, it's very expensive, and you sometimes don't want to trouble your parents at the same time. So if you have to spend 5-6 years in that place, and you're just going to allow that to happen, I don't think you're going to survive long, because it is not something that you should let slide through like that, and it's definitely not a good thing. But what if the person is doing it doesn't understand that they're doing something wrong inherently? When you confront them, they don't say that, they don't accept that they're doing something wrong. They don't understand that they're doing something wrong. That is a typical psychopathic behavior. And what if you encounter a person like that? Because no matter how much you tell them, they're not going to listen to it. I would say deal with a psychopath the way they're dealing with you. If they hit you, you hit them back. Because they have no emotion, they have no empathy at all. And they will not understand any kind of emotions. It's not just a bullying, I would say. Let's say, if you have a family and someone comes to attack, suppose your wife, you need to be, the man needs to be strong enough to protect the wife. If the wife can protect herself, very good. But if she can't, at least the man should be strong enough to protect her. If he is weak, he will not be able to protect his children, he will not protect her. He will not be able to protect his wife. So you can see that being weak is directly a threat to your existence, to your existence of Philippines. Now let's shift to the real world, I would say the corporate world. When a person is too weak, if he just does really good work, and he's not taking accountability of the work, he doesn't take the credit for the work he does. He just works in silence and gives his best. A person who works in a safe team, who is very much into taking credit for even little work he does, even the work that others do, he'll take the whole credit for it, and he'll get promoted. And so suppose this quiet person who does all the work and most of the work, and this other person who takes the credit also is in the same team, it's most likely that the person who takes the credit will take the credit this time again, and the person who did most of the work, the good work, will not be rewarded, he will not be promoted, and he will be stagnated in his career. But the other person who took the credit, he praised, will be appreciated, and will be promoted. And this is not a fake thing, it's a reality. Most people just want to blindside it, but this is what it is. It's a dark, harsh reality. If you don't wake up, you will be swallowed by it. If not today, but someday. That I will say that it's time to just be a bit strong, speak up, and with that I will do 25 or 2026.